Hello, welcome to our virtual class. It's me, your English teacher. Today, in our English subject, we are in Unit 3, and the topic of our unit is Indra Jatra. In our previous class, we have listed out at least 30 words with their meaning. Today, we will go through our passage. Yes. Let us start Indra Jatra. There are many festivals celebrated in Nepal. The following passage is about a festival celebrated in the Kathmandu Valley. Actually, in this passage, we are going to learn about the festival which is celebrated only in Kathmandu Valley. Now, let me read this passage line wise, and I will try to explain shortly. Okay, I'll try to summarize each passage shortly here. The Indra Jatra festival is celebrated in the month of September every year, heralding the end of the monsoon season. It is celebrated primarily in the honor of the rain god, Indra. According to an ancient legend, Dagini, Indra's mother, wanted a white flower called Parijat to perform a ritual. The young Indra, disguised as a farmer, came to earth in search of Parijat. Indra Jatra is celebrated in the month of September, end of the monsoon season each year, every year. And why it is celebrated? It is celebrated to honor the rain god Indra. Okay, so one day now we are going to learn about the myth. Okay, why Indra Jatra is celebrated. Okay, actually the mother, Indra's mother Dagini, she wanted a flower named Parijat to perform a ritual, and young Indra, he came to earth and disguised him as a farmer. Okay, disguised him as a farmer, and he came to earth to search the flower. Okay, Indra found the flower in a meadow on earth. However, before he could take it, the owner of the meadow caught him and imprisoned him in Kathmandu. His mother, worried about his long absence, came to earth looking for him. She found him captive and appealed to the captors to release him. When the people realized who they had imprisoned, they were appalled and immediately released their divine prisoner. Dagini was very happy with them for promptly releasing her son. She promised the farmers enough dew throughout the winter to ensure a rich crop. Thus, the festival of Indra Jatra is celebrated every year to express gratitude to Lord Indra for the rain and crop. Okay, when Indra he came to earth, he found the flower in the meadow. After that, the owner of the land, he saw Indra and he imprisoned to Indra. Okay, imprison means to keep in prison. In Nepali we say jail, 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 also another word for prison. Okay, then the farmer, he kept in prison to Indra, and after that the Indra mother, she was very worried about the long absence her son, so she came back to earth and she found that her son was in prison. So she request to release her son. But when the people, they know that whom they have imprisoned, means they have imprisoned to god Indra. So when they know that they have imprisoned to god Indra, then they immediately release him. And after that, the Dagini was very happy, so she promised the farmers that there will be enough dew throughout the winter to ensure a rich crop. Okay, after that, the festival Indra Jatra is celebrated to express the gratitude to Lord Indra for the rain and crop. Understood? Now let us go. One of the main events of the Indra Jatra festival is Kumari Jatra. You can see in the picture that the picture of Kumari here. Many people are taking part here. Okay. One of the main events of the Indra Jatra festival is the Kumari Jatra or Kumari festival, also called the Rath Jatra or Chariot festival. In this festival, a young girl is worshipped as the living goddess. She is believed to be the protector of Nepal. Okay. The main events of Indra Jatra is Kumari Jatra also. Okay, Kumari is believed as she is a living goddess, and also she is believed that she is the protector of Nepal. Okay, this festival starts on the third day of Indra Jatra and is celebrated for 3 days. Celebrated for 3 days. One of the primary events of Kumari Jatra is the pulling of the three-tiered ornate chariot bearing the royal Kumari through the streets of Kathmandu. A lot of people take part in the procession and it attracts thousands of spectators from different parts of Nepal and abroad. Okay, on the third day of Indra Jatra, this Kumari Jatra is celebrated. Okay, what is the special? What is the special of Kumari Jatra? Means during this Kumari Jatra, many people they pull the three-tiered ornate chariot where Kumari with Kumari, royal Kumari, okay, goddess Kumari. Okay, the pulling of they pull the three-tiered ornate chariot bearing the royal Kumari through the streets of Kathmandu, and many people they take part in this procession. Now, two other living gods, Ganesh and Vairab, accompany the royal Kumari in this procession. These two boys are selected in much the same ways as the royal Kumari. However, they have few ceremonial duties other than the Indra Jatra festival. Okay, means in three-tiered ornate chariot bearing royal Kumari Jatra, but there the two another goddess living god two another gods Ganesh and Vairab, they accompany to royal Kumari in this uh, Kumari Jatra. Okay, in this Kumari Jatra, and these two boys means Ganesh, who is supposed to be Ganesh, and Vairab, these two boys are selected in much as the same as royal Kumari. Royal Kumari means there are different criteria that the boys who were selected to have. Okay, in the same way like Kumari, during the time of selection of Kumari, in the same way the two boys who were supposed to be Ganesh and Vairab also, they were selected in the same process. This is what we know from this passage. Okay, Ganesh is the now here in from this passage we will know the myth about why the Ganesh has head of elephant. Okay, from this passage now let's read. Ganesh is the son of Parvati and Shiva. He has the head of the elephant according to a myth. Parvati created Ganesh from the dust when Shiva was not present. She placed him at the door that blocked Shiva's way when he came back. As Ganesh was made from the dust and was not alive, he could not speak. Without knowing who Ganesh was and who created him, Shiva chopped the boy's head and entered the house. When Parvati realized that Ganesh was beheaded, she started crying. To make her happy, Shiva put the head of an elephant on Ganesh's body and gave him life. Since then, Ganesh is worshipped by people. Vairab or Kumari is a form of Shiva himself. Okay, here, my dear students, you might have been watching the television on the topic of Lord Ganesha and the cartoon also Lord Ganesha. You might have seen such cartoon show also. There we can see how Ganesh is made. Okay, so here it is believed that it is the myth that how Ganesh he has the head of elephant. Here it is believed that it is said that the Ganesh was created from dust. Okay, created from dust, and when Shiva was not there, Parvati she created Ganesh and she placed Ganesh at the door. When Shiva came back, the Ganesh he blocked the way of Shiva. So the Lord Shiva, he became angry and he chopped the head of Ganesh, isn't it? When Parvati, she came to know that the Ganesh head was chopped by Shiva, she then she cried. Okay, she cried lot. And to make happy to Parvati, what Shiva did, Shiva he put the head of an elephant on the Ganesh body, and he gave him life. From that day, the Ganesh, it is believed that from that day the Ganesh has the head of elephant, and he got the life from that day. Okay, and also from that day Ganesh is worshipped by people. And Bhairav or Kumar is a form of Shiva himself, it is believed that. Okay, so here we have some activities to do. Understanding the passage, we have 10 questions here. Read the passage very carefully, then after that you can do this activity. Okay, you can find out the answer for these given questions. Try to find out the answer for this given question. Try to write in your own language. Okay, so only this much for today. Bye bye all of you.